Hi, loves. So, I wanted to share with you something that recently happened to me. So, I'm doing a 21-day wealth consciousness practice. I'm doing this with a group that I'm facilitating called the Energetics of Sacred Business. And for every day for 21 days, we're listening to this specific meditation that I've chosen for us. And it's 40 minutes long and it goes really deep. And it talks about like when you're listening and receiving it, you're like, basically feeling into this energy of like I'm a magnet for money, I'm a magnet for money, money comes effortlessly. And the whole meditation is really designed to attract money, to bring money into your life. And I've done quite a bit of work on wealth consciousness so far. I've been working these principles about changing our relationship, our ideas, our beliefs around money for years now. But even after years of that, I had this moment the other day. Actually, I had it a couple times when I was listening to the meditation of like, oh, it's bad. Like I shouldn't be focusing on attracting money. I shouldn't want money. Like money is bad. Like it was like you're a magnet for money. It was like ooh. And because I have these associations as you do too, I'm sure, of these very like shadow patriarchal structures and what they've done with money, right? And how, that there's these incredibly wealthy people in terms of financial wealth that are being very destructive, and they've received their wealth in very destructive ways for the earth and for other humans, at the expense of the earth and other humans and animals and plants. So that's not really new, you know that, right? But we have that, of course, in our system. So even as I was, after years of trying to reprogram, my energy around money, well, reprogramming, not just trying it, I still had these resistances come up. And what I had to remind myself of, well, first off, money is neutral, right? So if you're just beginning your wealth consciousness journey, or you're just beginning to shift your energy around money and your beliefs around it so you can attract more and do amazing things with it, we have to understand that money is neutral energy. When money is in the hands of someone that has an open heart, amazing things are done, right? Like recently I got to donate to some organizations that I am a really big fan of, like an ocean cleanup organization, the White Lions of Africa, helping them out, like awesome. I get to buy organic food, things like this, support farmers that are not using chemicals on the land, stuff like this, right? And for, other people, they might be just really doing amazing things with money, right? Supporting local artisans to creating amazing projects in their community, to being really gracious with their friends and generous, and so much more. Like that just like kind of scratches our surface. But then if you put money into the hands of someone with a very closed heart and who runs completely from their unintegrated ego, of course they're going to get, people doing really like not good things with money. So money is neutral, right? And but we've been programmed to believe that it's not, that it's actually not great. So if you believe that money's not great and you don't really want it and you have all this stuff around it, it's hard to attract it because money loves to be loved. Money loves to come into an energy field that loves it. If we love money, then money wants to come in more, right? And this idea of loving money has been, loving money is associated with greed and with bad people, right? I do think that's on purpose. I think that the powers that be, knew that, okay, if we turn people against money, which is currency, and allows a lot of things to be done in this world, if we turn people against money and they don't want it, if the good people don't want money and they don't like it, then the people, allow themselves to love it get to do these weird things, right? So I do think it's a part of our evolution as we, go into this 5-dimensional unity consciousness that we're in the transition of stepping into, that we actually embrace money. As light workers, as good people, that we embrace money, take that power back and say, abundance is mine. Abundance is mine, and it can be through money or food or synchronicities or people, whatever. Prosperity is my birthright. It's natural for me, and I get to have it. But going back to where I was at, like clearly there's still these beliefs in me as I was lying in this meditation going like, oh, I shouldn't be doing this, or like, so I had to remind myself, well, what does money mean for me? Right? Rather taking this idea, big concept of money, as I was still meditating, I just gently brought in like, well, what does money mean for me? And I was like, massages, right? Like taking care of my body, taking care of my body temple so I can have energy, enjoy my life, and show up really powerfully, right? Like, oh, retreats from people that I would love to learn from. Yes, like traveling to amazing destinations that would just activate my spirit. I would get to be more generous. Like, I love being generous with my friends. Like, I love just being like, hey, I'm going out to eat. Do you want to come? And they'll be like, oh, I'm trying to save money. And I'm just like, I'll pay for it. Like, no big deal. And like, easy. Like, I love doing that, right? So, generosity with my friends. I get to, donate to nonprofits that I really love. Things like this, right? So, and all actually I did when I was lying down, I was just like, massages. So, instead of money, it was like, okay, I'm receiving massages. And I was like, yeah, coming from money. Oh, okay, cool. And it allowed me to just settle in, relax, receive, and open up to money. Right? So, on our journey of wealth consciousness, on our journey of manifesting money, again, it's so important that we shift our idea of what money is, of what it means. It's important that we think about it for now. Like, after this video, why not write down, with money, this is what I would do. This is what I would get. This is how it would impact my life in a good way. It would impact my family and friends' life in a good way. It would impact the world in a good way. Make a list of what it is that you would do for treating yourself, treating others, and giving back to the earth. And start to really connect money with those really positive energies. Because once you do that, and once you actually let yourself love money, I'm still on the journey of loving money. Even as I say, like, I love money. A part of me really feels that, but there's this thing in my solar plexus that's like, no, you can't do that, it's bad. Like, even after all this time. So I'm like, okay, I'm still on the journey, right? But absolutely, the more that we get there, the more that we integrate money into the heart space and actually are like fully say like, yes, I love money. Thank you, money. The more it comes to us, the more energy we have in our field of like, yes, I receive. Thank you. I love it. I love money. I welcome it. And of course, the more magic that we can create with that money and create the new earth together. And absolutely, do I think that eventually money is going to be released once our consciousness has reached a certain level and we've sort of figured out how we can be in this very unified, harmonic ecosystem on earth? Yes, like I do believe money is just an energy for now that represents exchange. And if we choose it, it can absolutely represent our abundance, our God-given, spirit-given abundance. Yes, so, with this, also to say that I believe that, the more positive that we feel around money, it works for everybody and it changes the globe, and eventually we'll get into this place where we actually don't need it anymore because we're all just feeling so abundant that things are just taking care of themselves in this new earth and this new reality. So lots of love. Hopefully this served you. Let me know if you have any thoughts. Did this trigger anything for you? Do you feel me? Are you like, oh my gosh, yes, like I resist money. I try to manifest it, but then I resist it and I don't really like it. Like, I get what you're saying. Let me know what came up for you watching this, and sending you so much love.